So, our topic is about personality, lifestyle, and self concept. So, introduction in personality. Marketers attempt to appeal to consumers in terms of their personality characteristics. They believe that what consumers purchase and when and how they consume are influenced by personality factors. As a result, they frequently depict or incorporate specific personality traits or characteristics in their advertising messages. So, what is personality? Personality, many different definitions, those inner psychological characteristics that both determine and reflect how a person responds to his own or her environment. Emphasize or emphasize on inner characteristics, qualities, attributes, traits, and mannerisms that distinguish one individual from others. So, personality is a person's unique way of thinking, feeling, and behaving. It's a collection of enduring characteristics that make each person different from others. Personality is a fundamental part of a person's identity, and it can impact their relationship success and overall satisfaction with life. So, nature of personality. First is personality reflect individual differences. And second, personality is consistent and enduring. So third is personality can change. So first, personality reflects individual differences. The inner characteristics that constitute one's personality are a unique combination of factors, so that no two individuals are exactly alike. Some people may be similar in terms of a single personal characteristic. This is helpful to marketers who can thus categorize or segment consumers in two groups based on the similarities in one or more traits. So next is personality is consistent and enduring. However, consumption behavior may vary because of other factors that affect behavior like psychological, sociocultural, environmental, and etc. Personality is only one of a number of factors that influence consumer behavior. So third, personality can change. Personality may change due to abrupt events. Also part of gradual maturation process, personality traits are generally considered to be implic and difficult to change over time. However, some research suggests that personality can be a measurable factor in consumer behavior and can be useful for designing marketing strategies. So next is what is a trait? Trait is a personality characteristics that influence consumer behavior, spending habits, and consumption patterns. So the trait theory of personality state that people have universal personality traits that differ in strength and in intensity. So since traits are considered attributes of a person and not a situation or environment, similar external stimuli generally elicit a consistent response from an individual. Thus, trait theory has been extensively used in the consumer behavior studies.
Meron tayong 5 specific personality traits. Ang una dyan is innovativeness. Innovativeness, it is a willingness to try a new products or services. Tapos yung mga innovators naman, sila yung mga unang sumusubok sa product para malaman kung magiging successful ba or magiging failure kapag nilabas na nila yung bagong product sa market. The second one is dogmatism. This concept refers to how individuals react to a new or unfamiliar products. It measures rigidity or resistance to change versus openness or willingness to explore a new ideas. Consumer with high rigidity may reject unfamiliar products kasi mas gusto nila yung familiar sila kaysa sa mga makabagong lumalabas na product. While those naman sa open or yung willingness to explore new ideas, sila yung more likely to nag-embrace ng new product. The third one naman is social character. Sa social character, meron tayong dalawang uri, the inner directed at outer directed. Sa inner directed consumer naman, there are individuals who trust their own beliefs and values when making decisions about products. They rely on their personal standards and what feels right to them. Sa outer naman, outer-directed consumer look to other like friends, family, or social trends or guidance on what acceptable or desirable. They often base their decision on external opinions rather than their own beliefs. Sa pang-apat naman, materialism. Ang may dalawa namang uri ang tinutukoy dyan sa materialism, ang materialist at non-materialist. Ang materialist, they see their belongings as essential or their identity and happiness of prioritizing the acquisition of new items. Sa non-materialist naman, they consider possessions less important, focusing more on relationship, experiences, and personal values. In essence, materialism distinguish between those who define themselves by what they own and those who find fulfillment beyond material goods. The last one is compulsiveness. Compulsive behaviors are actions that individuals feel compelled to perform repeatedly, often to anxiety or distress. Common examples include alcoholism, gambling, and eating disorder. Compulsive buying, where people purchase items excessively to manage mood, is also included. This behavior can disrupt daily life and often require therapy or clinical treatment for management. Evidence suggests that individuals may engage in compulsive activities as a coping mechanism in influence their emotion states.
Good day everyone, I'm Sarki Esther Campo. So, earlier they discussed personality and lifestyle that affect consumer behavior, and today I will discuss the self naman or yung self-concept, self-image that can affect consumer behavior. So first, what is self-concept? Ito yung kung paano natin nakikita ang sarili natin. Like, ano yung tingin natin to our attitudes, beliefs, and opinions about sa ating personality, abilities, and characteristics. Yung self-concept natin, nakaka-apekto to, no, sa behavior natin when it comes to purchasing a product or services. Sa madaling salita, self-concept influence consumer behavior. We tend to buy products na swak sa image natin, na swak sa personality natin. For example, kung sa tingin mo na sporty ka, malamang mas pipiliin mong bumili ng mga damit or mga gamit na pang sports like shoes, equipments, and etc. So, brands should align their marketing strategies based on how their target audience see themselves para mas madali na mahikayat sila na bumili. So, under ng self-concept, there is multiple selves. Sinasabi lang dito na may iba-iba tayong pag-uugali depende sa sitwasyon. For example, iba yung ugali natin sa mga kaibigan natin, palabiro at maingay tayo sa kanila. Pero tahimik naman tayo sa loob ng bahay kasama ang pamilya natin. So, iba-iba ang ugali natin depende sa sitwasyon and social interactions. Kaya we tend to choose products, brands that fit to our current self-state. So marketers should target specific selves or context for effective marketing. Next is our extended self. Sinasabi dito na ang mga possessions natin or pag-aari ay parte ng ating identity. For example, if mahilig ka sa gadgets, mapapakita ito by using laptops, cellphones, or other gadgets na may kita dito kung ano ikaw. Na sa pamamagitan ng what we have or possessions, marketers can see what we are and kung paano tayo may hikayat na bumili ng products nila. For example, yung mga collector ng bags. Yung mga bag is their possessions and it extend their self-image. So, bag brand marketers can use that as a weapon to have a effective marketing based on their extended self. Next is self-concept and consumption. Ito yung kung ano ang mga binibili natin ay nakakaapekto sa kung paano tayo nakikita ng iba. For example, kung lagi kang naka-branded na damit, maaaring isipin ng iba na mayaman ka o social ka. Sa madaling salita, what we consume reflect and shape our personal values, attitudes, and lifestyle. Yung self-congruence, ito yung pagkakatugma ng characteristics ng ideal self natin sa actual characteristics natin. So, ito daw ay nakaka-apekto on how we consume or affect our choices. Kaya effective marketing should consider self-concept and social signaling. Lastly is yung self-completion, wherein binibili natin ang mga bagay na gusto nating maging. For example, gusto mong maging artist. So, bumibili ka ng mga art supplies, nag-enroll ka sa art classes, etc. na makaka-help na makomplete kung ano yung gusto natin. So, this also influence consumer behavior. Kaya, yung mga brands, they establish effective marketing to address this and help their consumer to achieve and complete what they want for themselves. In marketing applications, ginagamit ng mga marketers ang pag-uunawa sa self-concept para makabenta ng mga produkto nila. Like for example, kung ang target market nila is yung mga teenager, gumagamit sila ng mga endorsers na sikat sa mga kabataan para ma-relate ang products nila sa kanilang target audience. Kaya, understanding self-concept is important in marketing dahil nakakatulong ito sa mga marketers para matarget ang tamang target audience at makapag-create sila ng mga effective marketing campaigns. Yun lang. Thank you po.